You ever wonder what happened to rappers after they fall off? I don't know why this randomly crossed my mind today. I figured somebody would have a good explanation. My opinion, my thoughts on it before we jump into this video and see somebody else's perspective and what they think. I don't think rappers really fall off. I think the popularity dies down. The motion slows down in the public eye. But a lot of times they made so much money in such a fast time that if done properly, they should be set for like the rest of their life. Now, everybody isn't that fortunate, but I feel like, if you play your hands right, you might fall off, but you won't never fall off. Like, you won't never go back to working a regular job, or you feel me, like the everyday struggle. Like, you probably won't go back there, but let's see, man.
A rapper's career is about as unpredictable as the music industry itself. Thanks to platforms like SoundCloud and TikTok, these past few years we've seen thousands of new artists blow up seemingly overnight. However, with the rap scene so saturated now and more music being released today than ever before, just as fast as these artists rise is a lot of times just as fast as they fall. While for some the fall from grace is rather quiet, disappearing off the grid or back to the farm, as we're about to see for others though, it's often quite difficult to accept this inevitable fate, leading to them doing whatever they can to pay their bills.
I just want to ask a question. Are you Young Joc? Can you turn around?
I mean, I think y'all already put that part together, yeah.
Oh,
so you must have fell off or something like.
1111, shout out to you. I wish you many monies for many moons.
Today, you always hear discussion about if a rapper fell off or why a rapper fell off. However, nobody ever talks about what happens after a rapper's career.
I feel like we be quick to say, well, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna include myself in it because I don't really be having these conversations for real, but like, I feel like people are so fast to be like, man, he fell off. Like, he fell off. You feel me? Like you could have a hot song right now, and then like 6 months from now, niggas would be like, man, you fell off. That nigga fell off. Like, you feel me?
Your declines and the spotlight fades. Making a living as a successful musician here in 2024 is honestly extremely hard, and I applaud anybody who's able to pull it off. With that being said, the point of this video is not to expose or necessarily call out any of these artists. All good things have to come to an end, and there's really nothing wrong with working a quote normal 9 to 5 and making money legally to pay your bills. So while it is easy to clown and laugh at these no longer popular rappers such as Young Joc, who is out here driving for rideshare apps, along with also appearing on the VH1 show Love and Hip Hop, usually another sign you fell off, I actually respect that way.
Young Joc said he wasn't really driving for rideshare. He was partnered in a company. He was promoting that. That was the way they were gonna promote it, but I guess it just didn't come out right. I don't know. Y'all calling cap or not? I don't know, bro.
More though than some of these guys like Smokepurpp or YBN Nahmir, who, as we'll see in a second, have resorted to scamming what little fans they have left.
Scammed by YBN Nahmir for $2,000. He basically agreed like he was gonna pay me my money back. I was gonna be the first one to get my money back once he gets paid or once he gets money in. He was waiting for that, never got no response, so pretty much that's the dud, like charge it to the game.
The lavish lifestyle of a famous rapper appears to be filled with million-dollar record contracts, mansions, chains, watches, girls, and designer clothes. However, the truth is nothing lasts forever. But before we take a look at the true life of a former artist and the constant struggle to maintain that rich rapper image despite up to their knees in pack taxes like Lil Pump, first I gotta tell you about this fun game I've been playing. Winter is the best time to cozy up at home. Hero Collection includes over 8 really great time with beautiful legends to my favorites got players in Sir Nicholas of placing a value for the holidays. The need to take on 2. My link in the description. His Lightsworn as enemies come find me under Battlefield. Seeing as the fact that rappers have the biggest egos and most simply couldn't let people see them out working a 9 to 5, this raises the question, what do rappers do after they fall off? Well, in order to answer that, it's important for us to first define what it actually means to, quote, fall off, because there's definitely levels to it. According to the Urban Dictionary, to fall off in rap music means to fall off the radar either due to not releasing any material, releasing crap, or selling out. Today, a lot of fans will tell you that guys like DaBaby, Chance the Rapper, or Roddy Ricch fell off. However, while yes, I would agree they've decreased in popularity as evident through their recent album sales, they're still raking in millions of dollars each year from the massive hits in their catalog and from still playing shows around the world.
Hey yo, what happened to your leg?
I was at the top, and I fell off.
With currently over 26 million monthly listeners, DaBaby is definitely not stressing. With a certified diamond record, I can guarantee you that Roddy Ricch will not be driving for Uber anytime soon.
What, man? So when we talk about feed the streets, this dude got a full diamond fork, knife, and napkin, and the fork.
The same also goes for an artist like B.O.B., who besides his flat earth theory, no one has honestly heard about in a decade. But yet with smash hits like Airplanes, Headband, Nothing on You, Strange Clouds, and Magic, I can assure you he's doing just fine financially. Soulja Boy, despite his music career in the dumps, is still raking it in from his iconic hits.
So that number, it was like a subscription, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could text it or call it, and you know what I'm saying? So I probably make like $100,000 a month off of that, just people calling that number.
Even these rappers with only one hit to their name, such as Sheck Wes or CJ, who I've both already covered, they could literally be set for life off Mo Bamba and Whoopty if they've managed their money well. Those were two massively successful mainstream hits. So
see, look, this is what I was saying earlier. Like, a lot of people don't manage money well, especially we talking about rap, where like a lot of the artists coming in to the game, they're young, right? And when you're young, you make mistakes, you do things that you might regret later, maybe not. You know, you shouldn't regret anything though. Everything is a learning experience. But hopefully when you come into large sums of money, you know what to do with it. Now, initially, when you first make your first big bag, you're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna blow through it, right? But you need to realize fast that I need to do something with this money that keeps making me money instead of just spending it, because spending money don't make you no money. I don't know if you didn't know that, but spending money makes you no money. So you need to put your money somewhere that makes you money. So investing back into yourself, that could be one thing. You feel me? If you like, well, you know, I bought a studio so I could lock in and boom, 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 or whatever, you know, which a lot of artists do. They buy studios and, you know, stuff like that. You know, that's kind of investing back into yourself. But you also want to invest in other things that don't need you to, they don't, like, you want to invest in things that don't need you to be there in order to like thrive. Like, if you got to be everywhere in order for things to work, but you're only one person, you're only gonna make with so much money. So you need to be able to invest in things that don't even need you. Like, you don't even have to be there ever, and you're still gonna make profit. You feel me? So that's why people invest into different businesses or start companies or whatever. You know what I mean? So like, always think about that. So like, thankfully, I haven't come into like millions of dollars yet, and I feel like the little bit of money I've come into in my life, like, I've had my days of like fucking up the money, but I've never fucked over like millions of dollars. To the point now where it's like, when that day comes and I'm raking in millions of dollars, I'm gonna be very like strategic where my money goes, how I spend my money, and what I do with it. You feel me? Because I already had my days of splurging and shit. You feel me? But, you know, not to say that I would never buy, you know, things such as, you know, Lambos and, you know, shit you always wanted. But there's gonna be a method to the madness. It's not just gonna be, oh, I'm rich, I'm finna go blow it. Nah, you can't do that.
While it's not like you'll catch the baby out serving chicken at your local fast food spot, you may, however, spot a much smaller artist such as Icy Twat who is called out for working at Bojangles. Again though, there's nothing wrong with grinding and getting paid, especially when you consider just how little artists actually make from streaming revenue. To give you a better idea, Spotify pays an average of only $0.003 to $0.005 per stream, which while that makes it one of the highest paying streaming platforms, that still isn't even a penny. For example, here's Pro Era member Desi Hines' 2023 Spotify stats. After working closely with Joey Badass in the past, Desi has kinda disappeared these past few years. With a total of 550,000 streams in 2023, if we do the math real quick, that's only about $2,000. Yeah, there's still Apple Music and the other streaming sites too, but I think you get the point. Where artists bring in the biggest percentage of their income is through ticket sales and merchandise. But at the same time, if you're a rapper who fell off like Smoke Perp, nobody will want to come to your shows or buy your merch. Which then leads to clips like this that go viral for the wrong reasons, only fueling that fallen off narrative even more. The moment you sign to a record label, you no longer own your music, and they are now taking huge cuts out of your profit. Despite these multi-million-dollar advances we see from labels that are extremely tempting to young rappers, the music industry is a very easy trap to get sucked into.
Here's what motherfuckers don't understand about labels. You're taking their money. You're not gonna make a cent until everything you do pays them back that $10 million.
Typically, when a rapper signs a record contract, they are given a budget in the form of an advance payment. This advance can be millions of dollars. However, it is not free money, but rather a loan that the label expects to recoup in revenue brought in from the artist, with the intent to pay for everything an artist needs to create their album, including general living expenses, studio time, music videos, etc. In many cases, though, these young rappers don't budget at all and instead get carried away blowing their money on cars and jewelry, basically living like rock stars. But then the problem comes when they finally do finish their album and hand it over to the label for release, only to watch the sales come back much lower than expected. Thus, they refuse to spend more money on your promotion. When this happens, management will also likely pull.
Yo, this nigga DJ Academic is goated when it comes to like first week sales. Like niggas literally go to DJ Academics to see what somebody sold for the first week, which is crazy. Like they know he gonna report it. That's crazy.
Pull back on the number of releases you can drop if your new songs are consistently flopping. And as we've seen on countless occasions, this leads to even more tension from artists who've been shelved by their labels.
When everybody said, oh, my record label's controlling me and I can't get out of this deal, bro, the record label's sitting back like, wait a minute, you didn't do anything. Your shit flopped. The $10 million we gave you was for you to make a dope project that wasn't gonna flop. You already broke your contract, so now you think.
All right, so let me give you the rundown. I know you're like, yo, you keep stopping the video. First of all, this is my channel. This is what I'm doing. I'm reacting, bro. I'm going to stop. I'm going to talk to y'all because I'm trying to have conversation. So get in the comment section and have a conversation with your boy. And stop complaining all the time. If you want to watch the video, go watch the video without me. But anyways, right? When you get this advance, I'm going to tell you what this advance is for. Yes, you can move, right? But I don't think if you get a $10 million check, I don't think you should go spend $5 million on a house. No. First of all, people don't really know you like that. They probably don't really know you like that. So you don't really need to be in this super high scale neighborhood away from everybody, like hiding. You're like, not yet. Like you're not there yet, my guy. So you feel me? Like you could probably still live in like a pretty nice neighborhood away from people that's not crazy expensive. Like, I say if you get 10 M's, first of all, you got to pay taxes, right? Don't forget about taxes, right? So if you get 10 M's, you probably only going to see about 6 of them if we being real. So now, you know, you probably only going to see 6. So this 6 got to make shit shake. Like, you got to be thinking, like, how is this 6 going to turn into 60 M's? You feel me? Like, you got to be thinking, like, how I'm going to turn 6 M's into 60 M's, right? So, yes, you might take... If I was me, I would take anywhere from probably like 500 to M for me personally, right? That'll cover like moving, taking care of, whatever I need to take care of personally, whether that's moving, transportation, studio. I would probably, knowing me, I would get my own studio somewhere for me to work, like an office or something, office space or something. I would definitely do that. And so I would probably take an M for myself, right? An M for me and the family. It's going to leave me with 5 M's. What this 5 M's going to do? This 5 M's gonna have to go into this project, right? Whether it's producers, I mix and master my own shit, but at this point, I would be willing to, you know, link with some mixing engineers and mastering engineers, because we need this shit to hit. So yeah, that 5 M's would go into like the project, whether it's production, mixing, mastering, videos, photo shoots. Like, I'm gonna be doing a lot of groundwork on my own without the label even having to tell me like, yo, you probably should do this. No, like, I make content already. Like, nigga, I'm gonna be shooting content. I'm probably gonna get me a cameraman to follow me around and record me every day. So, like, nigga, I'm gonna be, man, that trying to tell you, bro, have a plan, bro.
And we're gonna let you go away and just get out of this deal while still owing us money? No!
Eventually, though, labels will decide they no longer want to work with an artist and then drop them. And while artists still have some money coming in from their past catalog, usually at this point it's nowhere near enough to fund that lavish lifestyle they had been living. You'll often hear rappers claim that it was their decision to go independent, which, while that could be part of it, at the same time, these major labels hold the power and influence in the industry, and if we're being honest, if they really wanted you, they would have dropped a bigger bag.
One thing y'all gotta know is now, your boy is independent, bruh. I'm fully independent, just me. You feel me? I ain't get dropped by my label, no crazy shit, nothing like that.
Basically, me and my label, we just weren't seeing like eye to eye and shit, so they finally let me go after a long time.
Meanwhile, this whole time, all the bills these rappers had been putting off have also been quickly adding up. The rent on their new condo is due, the lease payment for that new sports car, lawyer fees, accountant fees, and then of course we can't forget taxes. Today, given how easy it is to record yourself straight from your bedroom, we've seen thousands of new artists blow up off 1 or 2 songs on SoundCloud or TikTok. However, with the music industry now more saturated than ever, it's time to answer the question, what happens after their 15 minutes of fame is up? There are 2 different routes a rapper can go once they have truly fallen off. Route 1 is to deny the fact that they fell off and continue with their career as if nothing happened, or...
Okay. Denying that you fell off... I'm kind of iffy on that, right? And I say that because, like, I wouldn't say I would deny it, but I wouldn't address it. Like, I would just do me. But I'm also not going to be out here delusional and in denial, like, you feel me? Like, great example, like, I listened to J. Cole audio series, was it The Inevitable? I think that's what the name of it. If I'm wrong, correct me. But a lot of the times during his journey, like, they were underestimating their own worth. Like, there were times where, like, Cole didn't understand how big he was, you feel me? And, like, I would rather be the guy that don't understand how big I am than the guy that thinks he's bigger than he really is. See what I'm saying? Like, so I don't personally feel like I would be in a situation to where I have to deny that I fell off or anything, because yeah, I don't see myself in that position for real, like, because I never would probably see myself that big, you feel me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Maybe you don't, maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Route 2 is to accept that they had a good run and peacefully depart onto something new. Let's start with the first one. While there's nothing wrong with continuing to make music because you simply love making it, and for the fans who still listen, whether that be a million or a few hundred, however, there are a few clear signs that a rapper's career has rapidly declined.
Pay all this f***ing money to just come here and stand like this. Y'all look weird as shit. Turn the f*** up. You are not too cool to jump. Turn the f*** up.
Along with significantly low album sales and streams will also come a significant decrease in the size of crowds at their shows. One of the best ways to judge an artist's true popularity is through physical ticket sales, because an artist like Smokepurpp can have 4 million followers on Instagram, but how many people will really come to his show? For this reason, you'll often see struggling artists instead shift their focus to overseas fans and try and rake in some money there while they still can, since...
See, alright, I ain't gonna stop it no more after this, but I feel like artists get the big head. Like, these niggas be feeling like they on top of the world, but it's like, bruh, like, when you got your advance or whatever, that was you, like, kind of getting your foot in the door. You're not even fully in the door yet. Like, you're not in the building until you can step in and close the door behind you. Like, if you got your foot in at any moment a nigga could just get back. You know what I mean? Like, crazy analogy, but like, you ain't really did nothing yet. You feel me? So like, you need to come in the game. Like, that's why but man, I'm a J. Cole fan. That's why I love Cole though, cause like the whole like the come up, warm up, Friday Night Lights. You know, like you get like bro, you was on the bench. You kind of, you know, you get your foot in the door. You kind of in the 6-man role. Like, you working your way into the starting lineup. You're not really there yet. I feel like niggas get the 6-man role and they feel like they a superstar. And then they end up fucking everything up. Because it's like, bro, you not that yet. You could have got there, though, but you let the shit get to you too fast and you kind of stunted your own growth. You feel me?
They typically only perform there once every few years. The venues sell out, which, while that's great and fans seem to enjoy the performances, you just have to remember that an artist like Icy Narco, who is posting and flexing about his sold-out dates in France, couldn't even sell half the amount of tickets here in America. So then you'll begin to see them take smaller bookings such as frat parties and birthday events. In an effort to stay relevant, another tactic these falling rappers try is to hop on whatever wave and sound is currently trending at the moment, such as Smoke Perp clearly biting Yeet.
I had to leave that little bitch alone. It was for the better. Popping them Perkins and it's when I'm alone, it's for the better.
But while some artists stay and milk whatever last dollar they can out of their music career, others instead choose to leave on a more peaceful note. One of the rare cases where a former rapper becomes even more popular in the music space after rapping is Joe Budden, who, following a total of 8 albums, decided to officially retire in 2018 to focus solely on his new career as a podcast host. The same goes with Trinidad James, who, after blowing up with his debut hit All Gold Everything, was later dropped by his label in 2014. But now, along with landing a few acting roles, Trinidad James is also a host of the Full Size Run podcast on Complex.
I just feel that if niggas was gonna stop me from doing my thing in the game, they would have been stopped me. And if you were gonna kill me, you should have killed me 5 years ago.
Once one of the hottest rappers out thanks to his smash Billboard #1, This Is Why I'm Hot, following just his second album, Mims chose to put the mic down and move into the technology field. A few years later, launching this new app called Recordgram with the goal to help artists and producers contact each other with no unnecessary middlemen. Along with opening up his own restaurant in Houston and winning the Good Morning America title for Ultimate Burger Spot, former rapper Bun B has also been teaching a hip-hop and religious course at Rice University since 2011.
I don't think Bun B fell off. That nigga's a legend. Like, I think he just got to a point in life where it's like, what's next? That's just my opinion. I don't think Bun B should be on here. Like, Bun B that's a legend, nigga. That's a legend. You hear me?
This class, Religion and Hip Hop Culture, offers an opportunity to explore the connections between religion and hip hop in ways that open us to seeing our world differently.
Ice Ice Baby rapper Vanilla Ice has been buying and flipping lakefront properties in South Florida for the past 15 years, even landing a show on HGTV called The Vanilla Ice Project, which ran for a successful 9 straight seasons. Khalees, the rapper behind the 2003 smash Milkshake, has since moved on to a farm where she's apparently found liberation with the 30-plus animals she cares for, while also still collecting checks from the countless movies and shows her song is featured in, such as Dodgeball and Mean Girls. Although Lil Xan, best known for his SoundCloud hit Betrayed back in 2017, still puts out music every few months, it's also great to see that despite his fall in the music scene, Lil Xan has turned his life around and is now completely sober.
I've been sober now for a year and I believe 6 months.
Wow, that's dope. But while not every former rapper is smart enough to develop an app like Mims, nor do I see them having the patience to care for a farm, how do these other rappers make money? Often with criminal backgrounds and covered in face tattoos, it can be hard for rappers to land regular jobs after their music career fizzles out. So instead, one of the most common and easiest bags you'll see an artist desperate for money take is to begin posting promo all over social media. From posting and tagging clothing brands such as Fashion Nova, for example, to spamming reposts and hundreds.
Wait, Young and May? We saying Young and May fell off? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that for the simple reason that I rock with MA. Now if we basing it off like the decline in popularity, then yeah, she fell off. Like, she's not as popular as she once was, you feel me? But I fuck with MA though, bro.
Of advertisements on their stories every single hour. Then you get artists like Smoke Perp, who, after I was curious about how much he's charging for a feature these days, basically started begging me to buy one in my DMs. Now, to be honest, I actually like a lot of Smoke Perp's music and probably would have really tried to work with him for a verse. That is, if I hadn't seen the numerous posts and videos about the nightmare that ensues securing a Perp feature.
Anyways, we go back and forth. We agreed on him sending me just the vocals separately. He never sends them.
And who knows how many of these other SoundCloud rappers are out here scamming what used to be their loyal fans just for a few $100. Fans agree to pay these rappers to hop on their song and send them the money, only to be ghosted by them and never hear anything back. However, there's definitely other
Blueface might have fell off musically, but that nigga had the internet jumping, nigga. We can't say he didn't, bro. Him and Krishan Rock, I don't condone their relationship and the shit they was doing, the abusiveness and all that shit, but them niggas had the internet rocking.
ways these rappers get money too. Driving for Uber Eats and DoorDash is actually pretty common, especially since these rappers don't have to show their face delivering food, along with some also becoming truck drivers such as former Houston rapper Lil Troy. Working like this allows them to avoid getting called out such as Young Jock and Roscoe Dash have been, both of them going viral after multiple people claim to see them driving for Uber and Lyft.
As an entrepreneur, it's important to have multiple sources of income. The Lyft is no exception to creating multiple sources of income. There's nothing wrong with driving Lyft.
Working for call centers or remote jobs from home is another frequent route many go to avoid showing their face. Because while again there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart, as we saw with this post that went
See, look, man, I'm gonna let the video in.
viral last year, allegedly showing Ugly God working there. Despite Ugly God himself saying it was Photoshop, the picture spread all over social media as fans got a good laugh, many believing that his rap money had truly dried out. Similar to Bun B, some rappers try and get into the food and restaurant business, such as Blueface with his soul food spot Blues Fish and Soul, or another SoundCloud rapper Comethazine who owns multiple Subway locations.
I be smoked that. I still got ice and shit, but like I got a couple businesses already.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang, you got 2 Subways already?
Mm-hmm.
That's very impressive. And you're
And
20.
didn't fire nobody. Shit's still working itself, you feel me?
You'll also see some artists go back to college or finish getting their degree online. Some like Designer rent different properties out that they own. Some like Blueface, Lil Pump, or the Island Boys go the OF route. Some like Fetty Wap go back to making money in the streets. Or some continue to work behind the scenes in the industry, ghostwriting or producing. Then you'll get a rare case like T Grizzly, who after beginning to stream on Twitch now claims to make over $200K a month just
T Grizzly fell off? See? The definition of fall off, it said, even when you're not putting out music, you putting out shitty music, or you sell out, or your popularity declines. So I guess like T Grizzly wasn't putting out a lot of music, but that nigga just had a bop, nigga, with Chris Brown and Mariah the Scientist. I don't think Chris Brown. I don't think this nigga T Grizzly fell off. Like, to be real, like he just found something else that he fuck with, and he making money doing that. But I don't think he fell off though.
just playing GTA.
So what I did was I created a server, a Grand Theft Auto server. I get paid from the server because you got to pay to get in. I stream it on Twitch, right? I get paid from Twitch. I take the Twitch videos that I already streamed, put it on YouTube, get paid from YouTube. Should turn into down there $50 a week.
But another very common and easy bag a lot of these guys take is signing up for Cameo, the website where you can pay celebrities to send you custom videos. So for example, you could pay Riff Raff $100 to send you a personalized video for any occasion, which I actually went ahead and did, and it's about exactly what I expected.
1111, shout out to you. I wish you many monies for many moons. Dan Tony on the wings from me and Holly. You know, it's all about how you feeling. Because how you feeling, yeah, right, mama? How you feeling determines how your day's gonna go and how you're gonna be treating others. If you're sleepy, you're gonna be sleepy. Dan Tony, wings.
Money well spent if you ask me. The journey of a rapper who has fallen off is about so much more than just reclaiming their lost fame. While some are lucky enough to sit back and enjoy their passive income, for others it's about rediscovering themselves and embracing change for a new life outside of music. Because one thing's for sure, although the music stops, the story keeps going.
Dope video, man. Who y'all think fell off, man? Who artists you like? Nigga fell off. Like I said, I think we use the whole fall off thing. I think we use it a little too loosely. Like, some of these niggas do fall off though. You feel me? Don't get it wrong. You feel me? Let me not act like niggas don't be falling off. Some of these niggas do be falling off. Like, but fall off for me is like the music isn't what it used to be. Like the quality of music isn't what it used to be, which a lot of these people I can't speak on because musically I don't, or sonically I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? Like the Smoke Perps and Lil Xans, like I was never listening to them anyway, so I would be lying to tell you that I did. So you feel me? But for me, falling off is like the music sonically just doesn't sound like it used to be. Like it could be like the music sounds outdated, which normally it could be that, or the music starts to sound really repetitive and like you just get tired of it, and it's just like it just don't hit the same. You feel me? But I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know who you think fell off the hardest, and who fell off but kind of transitioned really smoothly into something else, and you was like, I never seen that coming, but that's dope. I don't know. Comment down below. Catch y'all next time.